Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope all of you are fine. This is the second lecture on a chapter 4 structure of molecule. I hope all of you have already listened to my first lecture on chapter 4. In previous lecture we have discussed chemical bond and its type, ionic bond. We talk about the ionic bond, how it is formed and explain it with a different example. And our topic that we are discussed today is covalent bond. Dear student, let us first redefine the covalent bond. The bond formed by mutual sharing of electrons between two or more than two atoms is called covalent bond. In an ionic bond, complete transference of electron from one atom to the other atom takes place, whereas in a covalent bond is formed by mutual sharing of electron between atoms. Now we move forward to the covalent bond, that how it is formed or why covalent bond is formed. The bonded atoms, similar or dissimilar, must be sharing their electron. Generally it is formed between nonmetals. The question arises, why covalent bond is formed in nonmetals? The answer is, covalent bond is preferably formed in nonmetals because non-metal has no free electron to lose like a metals. Why? Because the non-metals have a high electronegativity, high electron affinity values, due to which they attract the shared pair of electron towards itself during bonding. And it has its ability to gain electron or share electron. And by sharing or gaining, they complete their valence shell by octet. Where does these element lies in periodic table? Non-metal elements are present at extreme left of periodic table. Mostly the group 7 and 6 are non-metals. The shared electron by atoms are equal. We know that it is a general phenomenon that loss of electron is always equal to the gain of electron. Therefore, for a bonding, it is for a covalent bond, when they make a bond, they mutually share equal number of electron with each other. Next, when similar atoms share electrons with electronegativity differences less than 0.4 or 0.4, they make a nonpolar covalent bond. When similar atoms share electron, then electronegativity difference of 0.4 to 1.7, they make a polar covalent bond. Now, how covalent bond is represented? Jane Lewis proposed that two atoms could attain stable configuration by sharing of electrons between them. So, we represent the covalent bond by Jane Lewis structure. It represents the covalent bond by sharing of their valence electron. And in this structure, the shared pair of electron is represented by dash or line between the two bonded atom and non-bonded electron with a dot or cross around the atom. You see that hydrogen atom has a one valence electron shown by a dot. When it make a bond with the other hydrogen atom, they mutually share electron and its valence electron is shown by a cross. And the single line between the two hydrogen atom show the bond which is formed between these two hydrogen atom by mutually sharing this valence electron. The shared pair of electrons remains between the two bonded atoms are known as localized electron. These are those electrons which are shared between the atom and are known as localized electron. Now we move forward to the types of a covalent bond. There are three types of a covalent bond, and these types of a covalent bond depends upon the number of electron which the atoms mutually share with each other. Types of a covalent bond. First, we will discuss the first type, that is single covalent bond. It is the bond in which two atoms shares one electron each to form a pair of electron, and it is represented by a single line. Examples are hydrogen molecule, chlorine molecules, and methane. Hydrogen and chlorine are formed from a similar atom, whereas methane, it is formed between two dissimilar atoms. One of them is carbon and the other one is hydrogen. And there are 4 single covalent bonds are present in methane, while only single covalent bond or one covalent bond are present between hydrogen and chlorine atom. Now we discuss the formation of a single covalent bond with the help of an example, that is chlorine. Chlorine atom has 7 electrons in its valence shell. As you seen, to complete their octet, they mutually share 1 electron with each other to form chlorine molecule. After sharing, both the chlorine atom complete their octet and they attain the configuration of a noble gas, that is argon. Now in equation, each chlorine atom has 7 electrons in its valence shell, which are shown by a dot, and the localized pair of electrons lies between the two chlorine atom, and the single line shows the single covalent bond between the chlorine molecule. Now the double covalent bond. It is the bond in which two atoms share 2 electrons to form a 2 pair of electrons, and it is represented by a double line. Each bond which is known as a covalent bond, then it make a bond by mutual sharing of electron. Its type depend upon the number of electron they share. If they share 1 electron, they make a single covalent bond. If they share 2 electron in each, then they make a double covalent bond. Example are oxygen molecule, carbon dioxide, and ethane. Now we explain the formation of a double bond with the help of an example, that is in oxygen molecule. Oxygen molecule has 6 electrons in its valence shell. By mutually sharing 2 electrons with each other, they form oxygen molecule. After sharing these electrons with each other, they complete their octet and attain the noble gas configuration of a neon. In an equation, each oxygen atom has 6 electrons in its valence shell. They mutually share 2 electrons with each other. The localized pair of electrons lies between the two oxygen atoms, and a 2 single line show the double bond in oxygen molecule. Now triple covalent bond. The bond in which two atoms shares 3 electrons each to form 3 pair of electrons. It make a triple covalent bond. It is represented by a 3 lines. Example are nitrogen molecule and ethene, and we describe the triple covalent bond with the help of an example, that is nitrogen. Each nitrogen has 5 electrons in its valence shell. To complete their valence shell, they need 3 electrons. When they mutually share these electrons with each other, they complete their octet. Now each nitrogen has 8 electrons in their valence shell, and they become stable with a noble gas configuration, that is neon. Each nitrogen atom has 5 electrons in its valence shell. They need 3 more. 5 plus 3 equal to 8. The 3 pair of localized electron lies between the nitrogen atom, and it is represented by 3 lines. Now if we summarize our topic, then today we discuss a covalent bond. It is a type of a bond which are formed between the atom by mutual sharing of electron. As it is the mutual sharing of electron between the atoms, so we represent it according to the Lewis structure, in which the shared pair of electron is represented by a line and the non-bonded electron are shown by a dot or cross. It is formed between two dissimilar atoms as well as similar atoms. Mostly it is formed between nonmetals. They are divided into 3 types, which depend upon the number of electrons they share with each other. Now There is a quiz for you at the end of a lecture. Why atom makes a covalent bond? What are the conditions necessary for the formation of covalent bond? Which group of elements form covalent bond and how many electrons are shared in single, double and covalent bond? Give example. This is the end of a lecture 2. Inshallah, in a lecture 3, we discuss the covalent compounds which has more than one or two covalent bond in the same chemical formula. Inshallah, Allah Hafiz.